Hello all, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to study the second method for booking and reducing levels. First method was height of instrument method. The second method that we are going to discuss today is rise and fall method. So let us see what is this rise and fall method. The major difference between the height of instrument method and this method is that here, height of instrument is not at all calculated. Okay, so that type of a column for booking height of instrument will not be there in rise and fall method. In this method, the difference between consecutive levels is to be find out. And those differences were termed as rise or fall. This rise or fall will depend upon whether the preceding reading is smaller or greater than the next reading. Okay, following reading. If the preceding reading is greater than the forwarding reading, then it will be recorded as a rise, and if it is in the other way, then it is recorded as a fall. So it is being worked out, and after working out all the rises and falls, we can find out the level of any point, that means the reduced level of an unknown point is found out by either adding the rise or subtracting its fall. Okay, so this is the procedure adopted for doing rise and fall method. Now, what is the arithmetic check in this method? So this method also have an arithmetic check equation. The equation is sigma backside minus sigma foreside is equal to sigma rise minus sigma fall, which is again equal to last RL minus first RL. So what is the difference? Here this method adopt complete check on all the intermediate sides too. Earlier in height of instrument method, no check was there for intermediate side. But here, check for intermediate sides are also done by finding out this rises and falls. So let us understand more by solving a problem. Earlier we have done a question using this height of instrument method, and now we are going to solve the same problem using rise and fall method. Okay, let us see this problem. So there were several readings given, and you have to find out the rises and fall. Look at the table, difference in table in rise and fall method. After booking backside, intermediate side and foreside, you have to book rise and fall in separate columns, and after that no height of instrument column is needed. You have to write the reduced levels, and then a remark column is also provided for writing whether it is a change point or not, whether a station is a change point or not. Okay, so this is the format for columns that you have to book for doing the rise and fall method. Okay, now you will be knowing how to book this backside, intermediate side and foresight that we have discussed in the last class. Now we can find out how you can find this rise and fall. See, as per this question, mm, the backside and intermediate side for station 1 and 2 is known to you. So hope you will be knowing that. Then see 2.288. 2.288 is greater than the next reading 1.606. So you can find the difference between these two. Okay, and you can record the value. Since the 2.228 is the greater value, the difference will give a positive one. So you can book the positive value here in the column for rice. So the difference will be 0.622 if you calculate and find it out. Then after that, again, next consecutive reading is 1.606 and 0.988. What about these two values? 1.606 is greater than 0.988. So in that case, again, you will be getting a rise since you are getting a plus value. So you can find the difference and you can write it as 0.618. You can find it out. You can check it out. Then again, after 0.988, the next reading is taken, and this reading is a backside reading. So the instrument setup might have changed. So for finding out the next rise or fall, you have to take this two sets of readings, difference between these two sets of readings. Okay, so find out the difference between 2.090 and 2.864 since the instrument setup has changed. So find the difference. You can see here the answer will be a negative since the second value is greater than the first. So you can book it in which column? In the column for fall. So the value will be 0.774. You can find the difference between these two values and book it out in the fall column. Then again, what is the next consecutive reading? 2.864 minus 1.262, and the value will be 1.602. Since it is positive, we are booking it in the rise column. And again, what happened? It is a change point. Instrument setup has changed. So the next difference you have to take it for 0.602, and what is the next reading? 1.982. So find out the difference between these two, and what will be the difference, positive or negative? Of course it is negative. So you can book it in fall column. So the answer will be 1.38. Similarly, let us complete this too. For the next reading, it is again a change point. So you have to take the difference between these two readings. What will be the difference? The difference will be a negative value. Again, you have to book it in the fall column. It will be 1.64. Okay. Once you complete this column of rise and falls, you have to find out the RL value. You can find out the reduced level. That was our aim, right? You have to find out the levels of points you had to find out the reduced level of points on the ground. So let us see how you can find out the reduced level of station 2. For against station 2, you have booked rise or fall. You have booked the rise, right? So you have booked the rise. You can see it here. You have booked the rise. It is 0.622. So rise is a plus value. Fall is a minus value. You have to assume like that. So rise is a plus value. So you have to add your rise to the previous RL to get the next RL. That was the step. So you should add 432 plus 383 plus 4.622. Adding these two, you will be getting the RL of new point, and it will be 433.006. Okay, that will be your answer. Again, this 433.066 plus, because it is a rise, so plus 0.618. Here also you can write it like that. Here it will be plus. You will be getting here 433.624. Again, what happens? For finding out the next RL, you can look the row. It is rise or fall. It is a fall booked here. 0.774 is a fall. So you have to subtract 0.774 from 433.624 to get the new RL, and it will be 432.850. So you are subtracting here. So similarly, you can complete this table, and the table will be looking like this. Okay. So you have completed all the RL values. Then after completing all those RL values, you have to you have to check whether the calculations you have done are correct or not. So for that you have to do the arithmetic check. So for that you have to find out sigma backside, sigma foreside, and sigma rise will be coming to 2.28, and sigma fall will be almost 2.49. Okay. And you can find out the difference between sigma rise and sigma fall, and also the difference between last RL. What is the last RL? Last RL is 431.432 and first RL is 432.384. So you can find out the difference between these two also, and you can see here all these values is coming to be 0.952. So your check is complete. So the calculations you have done is correct. Your booking is complete. So this is how you have to do the rise and fall method and find out the point whose level is unknown to you. Now, another type of question that we can come across, that is you have to find out the missing datas. Okay. A level page is given to you and some missing entries are there, you have to fill it up. That is our aim. Okay, so let us see this problem. So here you can see backside, intermediate side, foresight. This booking is being done using rise and fall method because rise fall columns are there. So let us try to complete this missing entries. Okay, first, what is the data given to you? Some backside, intermediate side, foresight readings are there. Some of the rise and fall readings is given to you, and also the first RL of the first point, that is benchmark, is given to you, that is 100 meter. In that case, let us start from top to bottom. Okay, let us go from top to bottom. First of all, a missing entry is given here. We have to work out this missing entry. That you can find it easily because here it is given backside and intermediate side values are given to you. So you can directly find out the difference between these two, and of course the second value is greater than the first, so it will be giving a fall, and you can find the difference, it will be coming as 0.980. Okay, 0.980. Now again, if the fall value is known, you can find out the RL value of the same station, right? You just subtract this fall value from the RL of previous station. So 100 minus 0.98, your answer will be 99.02. Okay. Now again, what is given here? Rice. A missing entry near the rice is given to you. You can check it out. The previous value is an intermediate site, right? An intermediate site is here, 3.54 minus 3.2. Of course, will be a positive value, and you can find out the value. It will be 0.340. Okay, again, next value, 3.2 minus 2.34 will be giving 0.86. Then corresponding RL values we can find it out. 99.02. Since it is a rise, you can add 0.34 and get the RL as how much? RL will be coming as 99.36 since we are adding these two values. Again, this 99.36 plus rise will be giving RL here as 100.22. Okay, and you have to find out next what is the missing entry. Missing entry is a foresight, right? The foresight is the missing entry. How you can find out this value? How can you find out? A rise is given to you, right? Rise means what it indicates. The previous value was greater than this value. Okay, current value. So 2.34 will be greater than this value. So how can you find out this missing entry? You can subtract this rise value 1.08 from 2.34 to get the foresight. Understood? Because you know, if a rise is being booked here, of course 2.34 will be greater than this missing entry, right? That is why you have booked the rise here. So in that case, you have to subtract the 1.08 from 2.34 to get this missing entry. That will be 1.260. Okay, hope you have understood how you can continue with this problem. If you continue doing this, your answer will be looking like this. Okay, you can find out all the missing datas and you can find out all those RL values, uh, RL values, and after that, what you usually do, you have to check, you have to do the arithmetic check. For that, you have to find out the sigma backside values and sigma foresight values, and also sigma rise and sigma fall values, and you have to check whether difference between sigma backside and sigma foresight is equal to sigma rise minus sigma fall is equal to last RL minus first RL. If the check is coming as okay, then your work is okay. So that's how you have to deal with this problem. Hope you have understood this session. Thank you.